This is the Scenic Rim 5-step mountain challenge. Mount Edwards, Mount Greville, Mount May, Mount Maroon, and the big one, Mount Barney.
All these, would you believe it, in one day. That's the plan.
This video was sponsored by Survival First Aid Kits, keeping Aussies safe since 1988. It is 2:30 in the morning and Stu and I are just about to start our Scenic Rim Mountain Challenge. The first one is Mount Edwards. Here we go. It was time for another challenge, this time the Scenic Rim. After completing 13 glasshouse peaks in a day, Stu and I wanted something new. 5 mountains might sound easier, but each one would take 1.5 to 6 hours. Like last time, I was raising money for Starlight and Stuart and I. We woke up at 2 AM and drove to the starting point, crossing Muggera Dam Wall and headed up the first mountain. So we are nearly at the top of Mount Edwards, which is the easiest mountain, but it's never easy doing a mountain in the dark, as obviously it's very hard to see, but there's also lots of spiders and their webs, which are making it quite annoying. Nonetheless, we're nearly there. Made it on top of number 1, Mount Edwards. 45 minutes in the dark. With no views in sight at the summit, we had a quick drink, turned around and picked up the pace on the way down. This was the easiest of the 5, taking about 90 minutes up and back. Still no light, we headed off to mountain number 2, Mount Greville. While there are a few ways to reach the summit, we took the quickest route up and back through Palm Gorge. It was a bit trickier in the dark, with something a little more unsettling than spiders on the trail. As we made our way to the top, we started to see the first light of the day, which turned out to be a pretty incredible sunrise. Oh, just in time for sunrise. Yeah. Number 2.
Mount Greville, done.
We knocked off mountain number 2 and made our way back down the same track, this time with some views along the way. As we headed back to the car, we walked straight into the fog, and it stuck with us all the way to the next mountain. The fog cleared as we arrived at the base of Mount May. Did you lock it?
Let's go. Mountain 3.
Ah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah, stunning.
We got a bit lost at the start of the hike as I hadn't climbed from the base in years, and Stu had never done this one. In fact, it was actually his first time summiting any of these mountains, and tackling them all in one day was pretty wild. Once we found the track, it was easy to follow, but definitely a step up in difficulty compared to the first two mountains.
This is it. On the summit of number 3, Mount May. And there's Barney. It's number 5.
This was the only mountain where we chose a different route down. It was a bit longer, but most of it followed a dirt road, so we were able to jog a good chunk of the descent. This proved quite effective as we knocked over Mount May in just under 3 hours.
Alright guys, just a quick break to talk to you about something that saved me more than once on my hikes, survival first aid kits. These guys are an Australian company and their gear is built for the kind of conditions we deal with out here. Whether you're trekking through the bush, hiking in the mountains, or just dealing with the joys of Aussie summer and snakes, they've got you covered. Now I've been using their kits for a number of years now, but let me tell you about the time they seriously came through for me. Last year I was hiking in tropical North Queensland and it was one of the wettest, slipperiest hikes I've ever done. The trail was soaked with leeches everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Then I slipped and sliced my leg open. It was bad. I ended up needing stitches when I got to emergency. I had to hike nearly 5 hours back to the car, and if it wasn't for my compression bandage in my survival first aid kit, I don't know how I would have managed. This little kit didn't just help, it probably saved me from a much bigger disaster. Now I always pack the right kit for the adventure. For short day hikes or walks, I take the compact kit. It's lightweight, easy to carry, and carries all the essentials for a little hike without adding extra bulk. For my multi-day trips, I rely on the handy kit. It's got more gear, which is perfect when I'm far from help and need to be prepared for anything. In summer, the snake bite kit is a non-negotiable. Living in Australia, you just don't want to mess around with snakes. And for everyday life, I keep the family first aid kit in my car. It's huge, fully loaded, and ready for road trips, camping, or just being prepared wherever you go. Man, look at the size of this one. And now there's a new one this year, a hiking first aid kit. This one's designed specifically for hikers, combining the practicality of the compact kit with some of the extra gear from the handy kit. It's super lightweight, streamlined, and perfect for any kind of hike, whether you're going out for just an hour or off the grid for a few days. Having one of these kits on me gives me the peace of mind whether I'm hiking, road tripping, or camping. They're practical, reliable, and designed by Aussies for Aussie adventures. So if you want to be ready for whatever comes your way, check out Survival First Aid Kits. Links will be below. Trust me, you never know when you're going to need one.
On to number 4, Mount Maroon.
How you feeling?
Kind of feel a little tired, but press on.
Oh shit.
Thank you. All these, would you believe it, in one day. That's the plan.
We started feeling the fatigue on the way up this one, and it definitely took a bit more out of us, but we pressed on.
We just saw a lady hiking who saw us last year on the Glasshouse Mountains doing our 13 Peaks Challenge, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's my world.
I don't know about Stu, but I was definitely feeling it as we got closer to the top.
Number 4, Mount Maroon. 1 to go. You're next, Barney. And then Lindsay, if we feel like it.
I did.
My knees were feeling pretty cooked on the descent, which slowed us down even more than we expected. And all I could think about was the fact that we still had the hardest mountain ahead. Still, we made it to the bottom in under 3 hours. As we drove to the fifth and final mountain, I couldn't believe how sore I was, and we still had the 1,359 metre monster ahead of us. Alright, we're about to start the last one, Mount Barney, and not gonna lie, I'm absolutely exhausted. Can't believe we're doing this. And we're starting late as well, which is a shame, so we're probably not gonna get there for sunset like I was hoping. But we're still gonna do it. And give it a real good, try. We estimated Barney would take 3 hours to reach the summit, which was twice as long as the other 4. With it already being 3:30, that meant we were cutting it close for sunset, and without a doubt hiking back in the dark, which felt kind of fitting since that's how we started the day. Unfortunately, the climb took longer than expected, and we missed the sunset by about 50 minutes. Still, reaching the summit of Mount Barney was an incredible feeling. With over 1,100 metres of elevation gain, it's one of the biggest base-to-summit climbs in Queensland and even Australia. Shall we hop up together?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Woohoo! Woo!
Well done. Thank you. We gotta go back down. Standing on top of Barney felt like a massive achievement, but the day wasn't over yet. We still had a long way to go down. It was probably the most painful descent I've ever done. Hiking all day had truly taken its toll on both of us. Our knees were shot and we were completely drained, both physically and mentally.
We've done it.
We did it.
Cheers, mate.
Well done, Paul.
After more than 19 hours, we had conquered the Scenic Rim 5-step mountain challenge, hands down the toughest, longest and most brutal hiking day we've ever had. Thanks to Survival for sponsoring this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next mountain challenge.